Hello. Today we will be discussing the rental housing program. After this video, you will better understand the program and your rights. However, if you have initial questions, please feel free to give us a call at 309-833-4944. The City of Macomb wants the property that you live in to be safe and habitable. If you have a problem, notify your landlord about the situation and allow them a reasonable amount of time to repair the problem. This is the usual course of action through the rental housing program. However, many tenants often have these questions. Question 1. I feel I am being unfairly treated by my landlord. I have several issues and I am getting no support. Who can I turn to for help? The City of Macomb wants you to know that we are here to help. We act as a third-party representative for you and your landlord. We remain neutral. However, this is to ensure your rental property is habitable, safe, and code compliant. If the rental housing inspector sees an issue, the owner or the tenant, depending on the issue, will be notified that necessary corrections must be made within a prescribed period. To get in touch with the rental housing inspector, please call 309-833-4944 or email rhi@cityofmacomb.com. In addition, you can also visit the Office of Community Development, second floor in City Hall at 232 East Jackson Street. This can be the start needed to help solve your issues in your residence. Question 2. I have some bothersome parts of my apartment, everything from the smell to safety. However, I don't know if I should go to my landlord or the city. Is my problem going to be valid? Do I have a case? First and foremost, the City of Macomb always encourages you to contact your landlord or property manager to help solve the issue. More often than not, they are willing and ready to help solve your problem. However, when not, the City of Macomb can help. Here is some information to keep in mind before calling. You, as a tenant, have rights. You have a right to running and hot water. You have a right to a legal location to dispose of your garbage. You have a right to heat, electricity, and a structurally safe dwelling. These are just a few of the unit conditions residents have a right to. If you're unsure if an issue is covered, please call the Office of Community Development at 309-833-4944. Let's give an example. A tenant named Andrew Smith has been renting his apartment since September. No issues so far, but he notices as it gets closer to December, his house is very cold. He tries turning on the heat, however, the house remains 40 degrees. He calls his landlord, but is told to try a space heater first. He feels wrong about this and calls the landlord again to ask for maintenance. The landlord tells him that is not his problem. As it continues to get colder, the pipes begin to freeze in his kitchen. One problem after the next. Andrew is fed up, so he contacted the rental housing inspector at the City of Macomb. The rental inspector schedules an inspection and finds the landlord is out of code regarding heating and cooling. The rental inspector sends notice to the landlord and says he has 2 days to fix the heating. The landlord complies, and Andrew has heat by the end of the week. This is an example of how the City of Macomb can help you with issues in rental housing. It is important to know that aesthetic problems often fall out of the scope of the code. Not liking the color of your door is not covered by the code. Your door's locks are. The city will require exterior door locks to properly function. If you are unsure if an issue is covered, please call the Office of Community Development at 309-833-4944. Third question. So what happens if the inspector sends a note and still nothing happens? Am I out of luck? What is not covered by the City of Macomb's rental housing program? The short answer is no. The long answer is, if the issues are not corrected, the city will ensure the issues are resolved and has the capacity to initiate legal processes if necessary. The city does not settle lease or financial disputes between renters and landlords. Tenants should always pay their rent, even if the structure violates city housing codes and ordinances. The city has a long list of processes and procedures to make sure things are corrected. If you have any questions, please call 309-833-4944. However, if the issue falls out of the scope of Macomb's rental housing program, you do have advocates. Victoria Smith at WIU and Prairie State Legal are alternative resources for financial and leasing issues. In conclusion, the City of Macomb values you as a resident and wants your experience as a tenant to be safe and habitable. The City of Macomb works through the rental housing program to ensure your rental is code compliant for you and the property manager. Once again, if you have any questions or would like to schedule an inspection, please call 309-833-4944 or email rhi@cityofmacomb.com. Your call is important to us, and we look forward to solving any issues. In addition, you can also visit the Office of Community Development, 2nd floor in City Hall at 232 East Jackson Street. Finally, there is a link below directing you toward a video explaining how to schedule a rental inspection. Thank you for helping us build a better Macomb.